Hey everyone, welcome back to Body Bags. We have a random week. So, what I'm reviewing for you today is a movie I just watched on Netflix. The movie's called Under Paris. Yeah, that's the name of it. Essentially, it's sharks under Paris. You know, it's a weird concept, but it works. You got this girl, her and like her group of like it never really says what they are. They're like oceanographers or whatever. They're out following these sharks, and there's like a giant like garbage island essentially. I'm not even sure where the hell it's supposed to be, but it's this giant like huge garbage reef almost, and they get there and they're tracking this one shark in particular. They go underwater, a bunch of them, and they find like a dead whale like caught up in this garbage or whatever. So they're investigating that, and it's got like a giant bite taken out of it. So they think, okay, well, sharks obviously. So they're tracking this shark. It's coming in. They're waiting to see it. There are all these other sharks, but they scatter. And then this shark shows up, and this shark is supposed to be. I'm no good with this type of measurement, but I'll just go with it. It's supposed to be 2.5 meters long, and it was actually it when they find it, it's like 7.8. So I don't know what that is in feet. I'm not good with 3 feet is like a meter or something. So it's a big ass shark at this point. So they're like, it shouldn't be this big. So they're gonna take a DNA sample of it and check it out. So they poke it. Sufficient to say, shark doesn't like this and proceeds to eat the entire crew, leaving this one girl to jump in to try to find like her. I think it's like her boyfriend or husband. I'm not really sure which. Yeah, she just finds an arm, and he's gone. The shark's coming towards us, so she like shoots it with like this underwater gun thing, and she manages to get away. But not before being drugged down, like tangled in garbage and drugged down underwater, which ruptures her eardrums, and blood starts coming out of her ears. Um, she gets free. She gets up. She's okay. Cut forward 3 years. You're in Paris, and this girl is there, and she's doing a talk on like the marine ecosystem and everything. And this other girl shows up, and she watches this thing, and some kids are like, is it true like all your crew got eaten by a shark? They're just being brats, as kids usually do. So it ends, and this other girl is talking to her, and she says, you know essentially, we've found your shark. Like, it's in Paris. It's in like the canals of Paris. She doesn't believe it, but then she checks her own data, and yeah, it's there. So she goes and finds this person. These people are essentially like Greenpeace, like oh, we gotta protect the sharks and everything. Yeah, that doesn't go too well for them. Sufficient to say. They end up discovering after a homeless guy gets eaten. The cops don't believe there's a shark. It's obvious. It's like the Jaws parallels here are obvious. The cops don't really believe there's a shark. The mayor is like, no, we have like this triathlon happening. We're not we're not shutting stuff down. You know. Uh, they sort of discover that this shark is using the catacombs under Paris, and bright spark that she is, this Greenpeace person, she's like, oh, I can summon the shark with like this ultrasonic technique thing that I have or whatever. So she goes in there and she's gonna summon it. It becomes really evident that these are. If you ever listen to that song "Holiday in Cambodia," um, that perfectly explains what these Greenpeace people are. They've been to school. They think they know everything, and they won't listen. They're gonna save this shark or whatever. Um, yeah, it leads to a bloodbath. This bitch gets in the water. She sets this thing going. There's literally about like 50 people around her. I don't know why. They're like all stood around like on this outcropping thing. This shark comes in, and it turns out it has a kid. So this shark's been pregnant, and and she's like touching the baby shark, and our main character's like shouting her. She's like you're in its nest. Don't do that. And she's like sharks won't hurt anybody. Sufficient to say, she gets ripped up pretty damn quick. People start falling in. They get torn to pieces. They get the cops get them out or whatever. Eventually, a big body count of people. In all this chaos, a shark has been shot. They don't know if it's supposed to be the baby shark or whatever, but they take it. They drag it out. They do like an autopsy on it, and they discover she spent all this time saying like this is a mako shark. It's not. It's like an as of yet unheard of shark. It's able to make itself pregnant. It doesn't need a mate. Um, the woke arguments will come in there. It's like I don't need no man type thing, but So essentially, this shark has been breeding under the waters of Paris, and there's a hell of a lot of sharks. So they go. They're gonna talk to the mayor. The mayor's like blowing it all off or whatever. These cops eventually decide, what? They're not. These people aren't going to do anything. We need to fix this. So they're gonna go underwater. They're gonna like collapse this tunnel and seal them all in. So yeah, that's what they plan to do. I'm not going to go into spoilers, but let's just say we know that's not how this movie ends. This movie has a bleak ass ending, and you know me. You've been watching this. You know I love bleak endings, and this ending is just damn. I'm just going to leave it at that. Also, another little subplot is under the water of the Seine River. That's where it is. There is a lot of unexploded ordnance. A lot. And that plays a big part in the ending of this movie. It's a pretty good ending. I'm going to leave it there. So, effects. When we're talking about a movie like this, we have to talk about effects. The effects, all in all, for 99% of the movie, are top-notch. Sharks look great. The gore looks great. There's one scene that doesn't look good. And essentially you got this police boat. The shark comes up, hits the boat, things go flying and everything. It looked really cheesy. That scene did not work well. But that being said, that was that 1%. 99% of the movie, really fun. Really good looking effects. The acting, from what I can tell, is decent. Again, I watch things in their original language, so I don't speak that language. I don't get the inflections and everything. So I don't know if anyone's hamming it up or anything. It didn't seem like it. Everyone seemed to be doing a pretty damn good job. All in all, really, really solid. There are some good throwbacks to Jaws. Like, there's this one scene, and it's straight out of Jaws, Like, this shark is going, and, there are all these swimmers, and it goes through this, fence thing that has all these yellow balls on top. So it's going along, dragging these yellow balls, so you see these, yellow balls, kind of like the yellow canisters from Jaws. It was one of those things where when the guy made the movie. What's his name who did it? Xavier Gens? I don't know. That guy. That was on purpose. And also, this movie has a lot of love, and you can tell with Alexandra Aja's remake of Piranha. You know, you got like when during like the scene when the girls in the like underground thing, and you know all these people are falling, they're pulling people out, their legs are missing, and you know, oh, it was good. So all in all, for a rating, I give Under Paris, you know, a 9.5 out of 10. It was really solid. Is it the next Jaws? No. You know, Jaws is lightning in a bottle. You can't recapture that easily. Um, but it's the next best thing. I'll leave it at that. So yeah, that's it for me. See you next time.